Good evening, friends, to a very special Ultimate Badness Part 1 Act 1 preview. Now, I'm not going to preview their songs here. I felt like I needed to do a little bit more about the background of Ultimate Badness because it is, for the first time, I had some enemies via rock group. I know it was an unusual idea. I thought out doing this as a history of space offense, but that needs to be a special video all to itself that I'll work on who knows when. It'll be on the back burner for a while, I assure you that. I still have a lot more future groups I'd like to introduce you all to before then. Unless if I do get requests, I might break my plan and do something else. Anyway. So, I hope you don't mind me doing this as an interview between Loco and the members of Ultimate Badness. But I think that would be a best way to handle it. I have been known to talk to myself before, identify who's saying what. So let's see how it goes. Alright, there's Ultimate Badness here. Can I even angle that stage? Aim this camera. There's Predictor, Inventor, Leroy Brown, Ultra Evil, and Dunedin. Alright, sure they want to know why. Well, you all want to stay on that Vapors on 5 project. It's the Predictor talking here. We didn't really want to be in a losing battle if we couldn't have as much fun putting on songs like you all. I made some of our choices weren't that great at the time, but we had a blast. You all have a blast watching us perform these songs. I'm sure. Okay. I guess I need to ask about this if my mind is evil. That's your first choice on the concert. Yep. That was our debut song. I know, with lyrics like, if my mind is evil, then lock me up below, isn't very suitable for some viewers. But bear with us. We did go from being the bad guys to being the good guys. It just took, let's see, we started in 2011 on the Vapors on 5, but by 2024, 2004, you all, it's time, we did become the good guys. So I think it's enough about Vapors on 5. Alright, your debut album was All You Need Is Rock and Roll. Yep. Jay's collection was Predictor here again. Jay's collection was still limited. So we did more White Line and early Wham stuff. I mean, stuff from the very rarely known or even seen Wham Fantastic album. That was out before Make It Big, where Wake Me Up Before You Go Go and Careless Whisper came from. Hello, Callie. Being the giant kitty again. Anyway, yeah, we have fun piecing that together. Yeah, a bunch of hits. You'll find out during the concert. Then the follow-up album, one of the best artworks I did for Ultra Badness UV Rays. This album really rocks. If you'll find out. I have a few guest stars on it, um, sort of. It was a very rude and crude recording, but from the Tailspin series, I did record the Air Pact song from the Plunder and Lightning miniseries. And also from the Rescue Rangers episode, I got the Fat Cat's the Best of Everything from the To the Rescue miniseries. And a little side note for myself here. I just did a better recording using this CD cassette adapter I got at Kroger recently. Thank you, Kroger people. I just put that into my dual cassette player and got a better recording of the song for the concert coming soon. You all will enjoy. Okay, then what happened after UB Rays? Well, it was still going on when you all came up. Well, when those at SVTV came out with the idea for the first Vapor Zone movie. We weren't too keen on the idea because really, uh, the Solaris was something Space Offense 2 was dealing with, not Space Offense 1. It was one of the few times in which both Space Offense teams had to be there, but we didn't get along with Sinistar at all. It was being too rough, and we knew there was something fishy. What we didn't know at the time was what was behind the Sinistar. The Krellin Force were after us way back then. We just didn't realize it. So, we did Great Balls of Fire on there. I know technically it isn't something Ultra Badness would do because it's more about kissing than causing Great Balls of Fire to be shot at the player. But we did the best we could in our stuff. Now, yep, the one thing I'm not too crazy about asking you, because so many songs on our thought box were about the end of the Space Offense teams, your team and Team 2, as SVTV was getting ready to air a third Space Offense. I know, Predator here. I know they were trying to kill us off again, as if they didn't learn their lesson with the vapors on. Only this one would take about 3 years for us to return. Okay, it was something about the spaces colliding, and then we were having a showdown with Sinistar. that didn't go too well for you. So, while we were in limbo, a new character was introduced on SVDB. It is me, Theory Interceptor. I came up with this idea for a villain group, and we called ourselves Ultra Badness 2. Here's a cover for you. Be prepared. It may not look very well, but Theory and Buffy are supposed to be foxhorde creatures, similar to, well, they were based on Robin Hood and Maid Marian from Disney's cartoon version. It's not supposed to be based on Nick Wiley from Zootopia, and though if I were to come across a Nick action figure, about 2 inches high, so it would look right on my stage, I would make do with that as Theory, temporarily. So my crew invaded the chart and started having fun, and, well, weird things started happening. We had a kid abducted, and really caused me to go on a very bad rampage. I ended up going to a distant planet and getting a spaceship of my own, calling the group the Empire Fright, and really started terrorizing the galaxies. But eventually I came to my senses. The Renegade team helped us find our kid. He was returned to us safely, and things were finally getting back to normal. We were enjoying your lesson from You Be Prepared, when all of a sudden we hit 2017 or thereabout. We need to back up a little bit because we forgot to mention, as soon as Predictor and Inventor had their temporary demise, Leroy, Ultra Evil, and Dunedin thought it necessary to piece together Ultra Badness What's So Good About Us Greatest Hits collection. And it only features stuff from All You Need Is Rock and Roll, UB Raids, Vapors on 5, and a few tracks from Voyage to Solaris. And then Theory came on the scene. And then the return of Predictor and Inventor. Yep. And best way to sum up how we came back, I'll just read what we had as the notes to the album. It's great to be back. I'm sure some of you Clash, that's the main pretend show I had, in which all the toy lines were having battles with each other. Group rehearsal was more centered on the Future Chart groups. Space Offense 1 and Future Chart fans, I have found their comeback a little confusing. I'm sure if Sarah of Space Offense 3 knew that saving space events 1 and 2 from colliding with each other, or even changing history so that no time warp was made in the first place, she might not have saved us. The fact of the matter is, no one liked the way space events 1 and 2 ended. SVTV got enough complaints to send Sarah on a time rectifying mission. When it was all straightened out and we returned to Earth, we learned about Ultra Badness too. In a series of Clash and group rehearsal episodes, we made it clear that we wanted a group back with its name. The Renegade team couldn't help us because they helped Theory's group a few times, and we really have a conflict of interest. So we took our case to the intergalactic judge. I don't have to go into detail about who or what this intergalactic judge is later, but I will, maybe, get enough requests for whatever it is. I will. Anyway, that intergalactic judge ruled that Ultra Badness 2 had to change its name to the Empire Fright, and we could have our own name back. Now, we're not sure how long we'll last this time, but I'm sure there will be some more bad guys to join our group. Of course, we want Fat Cat and his gang to rejoin. Well, that's it for this inside info. Like we said, we'll try to do another. So, you know, that's how we came back as Ultra Badness again. For we've been denied everything, even our revenge. I got that quote from the Gargoyles miniseries when Goliath and his clan was betrayed by the humans, and he couldn't do anything to get back at the main betrayers. Okay. So, our follow-up album was called Empire Fright, Whole Lot of Trouble for You, and it has that craft called the Eliminator blasting at the brick wall. Needless to say, Predictor here again, I did not like that one bit. But we were still wrapped up too much into We've Been Denied to release an album right away. I don't know why it took us so long to make it through that. Maybe we had too many songs, I don't know. But in any case, the Empire Fright put out their third album. And I took something from Berserk. Here again. The video game used to talk saying Intruder Alert, Intruder Alert, chicken fight like a robot. Alright. We called our album Intruder Alert, Intruder Alert, chicken fight like a UB agent. And our comeback to that was another phrase from Berserk. Instead of doggone humanoid, doggone intruder, we called it doggone EOF, you were the intruder. And we had fun with that album. I'll go more into the copyright years, or release years, during the concerts more than here. I know it's really thrown together. I'm not really sure if this is going to be the best way to do this. I've already gone 20 minutes. So I'll stick with it. Uh, so after Doggone EOF was released, um, trying to think what the third, what that fourth Empire Fried album was. Oh yeah, that would have been We Don't Care. So I guess in this case, the Ultimate Badness album, I predict the Empire Fright will suffer dreaded dice death. 2, 1, 8 or 9, 5. No more Eliminator. Now, dreaded dice death was something Rufus made up a long time ago. It doesn't mean anything, it's a pointless threat. Just made a very unique album name. Thanks for clearing that up, Loco. So, we had fun with that album. Then when they did the We Don't Care Whether or Not We Care, we thought things were finally settling down. And I think around this time is when the first Space Defense team finally decided to retire without being blown up. So we didn't really have any opposition. We just got to be able to Badness performing here and there throughout the galaxy. And then the Krylon Force really hit us hard. They finally let us know they're the bad guys we should have been after all the time. Yep, first thing they did was kidnap one of my daughters. Second thing that they did, they figured out how the team's escape arrays were being operated and put the energy creature into the computer. So we can use our famous escape arrays for over a year. No show can use them. Not space events, not during Clash. We just had to go to planet the hard way using hyperspace. And we were so used to using our escape arrays for years because the way I had set up, all I had to do was type in the galaxy and the planet into its ray and fire it. They zip through to the other side in about a second or less. After the space-based collision, they had set up where it would send a preliminary signal or something through there to be sure nothing was in the way. And if it was, it would open up the portal elsewhere. So there wouldn't be any collisions. But, and they have go to Solaris the hard way. That's how I had to do a Solaris 2 movie idea. And, believe it or not, Ultimate Badness snuck into the background of the movie. Because there's a certain spot in Solaris, if you don't warp in the right spot, you'll end up in an area where you be trapped and nearly annihilated by oppositions with no good way out of that situation. So, after Solaris 2, Rufus approaches and congratulate us for stepping up and doing such a good job. And he asked us if we wanted to be leaders of a new space offense team. We said yes, why not? And we got Defenders, Stargate, and Parsec to work with us. For a while, we couldn't find the Atari Force. Well, it seemed like the Crown had them held hostage. And what they were doing were rebuilding Roguestar, and they went all the way back to our past. This is inventory. To a vehicle I created way back during the original Space Offense miniseries, but kind of got abandoned. I mean, it was supposed to be a land vehicle called Crusher, but they found the remains of Crusher and turned it into a spacecraft to attack us with. That led to another big time SVTV movie called Draw, in which the Crown Force actually had a base of operation to let them know they're ready to take us on. And we're ready to beat them back. So that's more or less how we became the good guys. However, I wasn't sure, being the good guys you had the group name Ultimate Badness didn't make much sense. Let's get into that. We decided to reinvent ourselves as friendly nemesis. So, the follow-up to Dread Dice Death ended up being called Ultimate Badness plus Project Space Offense 1.5 equals Friendly Nemesis and Space Defenders. And it mentions groups, the games we have involved in it: Defenders, Stargate, Parsec, Graftar, Vanguard, Scrambler, and a new game we learned about at the time called Ikaruga, and that became Inventor in my spacecrafts. Before, we just stayed in our brick wall and controlled operations from them, but now we're getting into the battles. And when that was through, we went back to our original What's So Good About Us collection and released another greatest hits called From Downright Nasty to Merely Aggressive, which had stuff from the Vapors on 5, All You Need Is Rock and Roll, UB Rays, We've Been Denied Everything, Doggone EOF, I Predict, and the Space Defenders album. So, that tells you how I turned the bad guys into the good guys, as far as them go. In theory, we'll wait until your movie before going into more detail on how the Empire of Fright changed their tune. Thanks for watching this preview. Expect a good show. You'll hear me being Ultimate Badness at their worst and their best. It's gonna be a good one. Good night, friends. See you soon.